bombshell book on the royal family from the perspective of servants has
felt very strongly about it, and I've been watching very carefully what others have been doing. And for me, over the last few years, I
don't believe any of these things. I mean, this is what always happens. As Bronte says, you know, everything that Prince Harry does gets an undue amount of attention.
Harry's plane slices through the gray Atlantic sky, and everyone knows this isn't some cozy family visit or public charity event. This is desperation in motion. He's flying into a storm that's been brewing for months, and deep down, he knows it. While King Charles fights his illness, William has been silently taking control from inside the palace. And what he's doing now? It could erase Harry's royal identity for good. His titles, his privileges, his legacy, gone. Just like that. Palace insiders say they haven't seen this kind of tension since the Queen's passing. The whole mood at Buckingham shifted overnight, colder, sharper, and terrifyingly calculated. Harry's about to land in a fortress that's already decided his fate. The question isn't if William will make his move anymore. It's how soon Harry realizes that his time has already run out. Now, before we dive deep, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications, because what's happening behind palace doors right now, it's so much bigger than anyone imagines. See, while Harry's still in the air, the palace is burning with quiet panic. King Charles's cancer diagnosis, it isn't just a health crisis, it's a full-on power shift. And William isn't waiting for anyone's permission anymore. He's running the show. Diplomats meet with him first now. Briefings? He leads them. Staff follow his orders, his pace, his tone. Charles may still be king on paper, but it's William who's making every real decision that counts. And the scariest part? This isn't temporary. This is William showing the world exactly how the monarchy will look under his rule. The once charming, easygoing prince everyone loved? Gone. That version of William has vanished. What's left is someone different, tough, strict, unshakable, and colder than ice when he needs to be.
In writing about the difficulties between sons and their awful...
People close to him say he's changed completely. He's not leading with his heart like his father. He's leading with results. William's leadership is efficient, calculated, and ruthless when required. Where Charles hopes and waits for reconciliation, William acts. He cuts off problems at the root. He's turned the royal family from a family into a brand, and he's determined to protect that brand no matter who gets hurt. And in William's world, every brand needs control. Tight, spotless control. So when it comes to Harry and Meghan, all that endless drama, every tell-all interview, every deal with Netflix or Spotify, it's all seen as brand damage. The Crown's image has been bleeding because of them. And in William's eyes, they're not misunderstood family anymore, they're liabilities. Inside the palace, sympathy for Harry has dried up like spilled water on marble floors. The same people who once whispered support for him in the halls? They've gone silent, even cold. One insider said, "He made his choice, now he faces the consequences." Another put it bluntly, "He apologizes when he needs something."
been nightmare employers with accusations of bullying have long circulated despite the couple's
That's not change, that's strategy. That's not forgiveness anymore. That's a door slamming shut. William's cleaning house, one name at a time. And right now, Harry's name is at the very top of that list. In William's version of monarchy, there's no room for second chances or emotional reunions. It's business, pure, clean business. And unpredictable people? They're a threat to the system. Before Harry even booked this flight, he made one last attempt to reconnect. He didn't want a big public moment. He just wanted something real. A private conversation, father to son, brother to brother. Just one chance to sit down and talk like a family again. The palace's response? Silence. Not a word. No meeting, no reply, not even a polite, "We'll think about it." Just cold, absolute silence. And in the royal world, silence is an answer. It's the loudest one possible. When the palace goes silent, it means you're cut off. It means decisions are being made without you in the room. It means your voice no longer matters. And that silence told Harry everything he needed to know. He's not part of the inner circle anymore. He's not even in the same building. Imagine that. You're flying across the ocean, desperate to fix something that's broken, and all you get is silence. That's not just rejection. That's exile. He's landing in London, but he's not landing home.
They sued us like they sued other newspapers, but they didn't, because they knew they didn't.
He's walking into a fortress where his fate's already sealed. He's no longer the cherished son or the brother they once protected. Somewhere along the way, he became what the monarchy fears most: unpredictable. And unpredictable equals dangerous. Now, here's where it all gets even deeper. Queen Elizabeth didn't just leave a legacy behind, she left instructions. And one of those was meant specifically for Meghan Markle. Her Majesty had warned her, don't use your royal title for personal business. Don't turn the crown into a brand. The Queen had seen what happens when royals blur the line between duty and profit. She knew the public would respect tradition, but not commercialization. Meghan ignored that warning completely. Every deal, every new venture, Netflix, Spotify, archetypes, all carried her royal title like a banner. She turned the Duchess of Sussex into a brand ladder. And her latest venture, the cosmetics line, that's what set the alarm bells ringing in Buckingham Palace. Glamorous Instagram teasers, Hollywood-level videos, it screamed luxury and power. But to William's team, it screamed rebellion. Meghan wasn't just rebranding, she was monetizing the monarchy. She was building her empire off the same title she claimed to have left behind. The Queen's rule was simple: protect the image or risk destroying the legacy. But Meghan went against it, boldly, publicly, repeatedly. And now those same titles that once elevated her are the reason William's ready to take everything away. Then came the poll that changed everything. A YouGov survey that spread through the palace like wildfire. The results were shocking. Nearly half of Britain believed Meghan Markle was a bigger threat to the monarchy than Prince Andrew. Let that sink in. A woman who joined the family just a few years ago was seen as more dangerous than a man tied to some of the darkest scandals in royal history. That wasn't gossip. That was a public verdict. For William, this wasn't about anger. It was proof. The people were done with the drama. Charles still wanted peace. He always does. But William saw that poll as the green light he'd been waiting for. The monarchy couldn't survive another wave of royal reality TV. It needed a reset. Palace advisors quietly began digging through history, studying how titles had been revoked before, reviewing royal records from the 1930s, pulling examples of what modernization could look like. And soon, the plan was born. It would happen in 2 steps. Step 1, finish removing what's left of Prince Andrew's privileges, publicly, decisively, to set a clean precedent. Step 2, apply that same modernization logic to Harry and Meghan. Quietly, professionally, without drama. Just a statement saying the titles have been updated to reflect current circumstances. It's genius in its simplicity. It doesn't look like revenge, it looks like reform. Modernization, they'll call it. And William? He'll look like the steady, forward-thinking king Britain's been waiting for. While London's power players are aligning behind William, things in California aren't looking nearly as glossy. Meghan's empire, the podcast, the brand deals, the high society events, it's all starting to crack. That celebrated Spotify podcast quietly dropped. The numbers were bad, and the reviews worse. Behind the pretty Instagram posts, insiders whisper that it's all performance, no substance. Everything has to look perfect, even when nothing underneath really works. And one by one, her allies have started backing away. You can't control everything forever before the truth starts peeking through. Harry's in a worse bind. Friends say he's restless, lost, unsure of who he is without the crown that defined his entire existence. Freedom was supposed to be his salvation, but it feels more like chaos. He's got the sunshine and the palm trees, but he's also got a lifetime of regret creeping in. The security issue haunts him too. He grew up surrounded by protection, and now every day feels like a risk. He's tried reaching out, tried apologizing, but palace aides don't buy it anymore. They say, he apologizes when he wants something. That's not forgiveness, it's manipulation in their eyes. Harry's torn in half, between loyalty to Meghan and the ache of losing his royal identity. And now he's facing the terrifying thought, did I make the biggest mistake of my life? Because when those titles go, Duke and Duchess of Sussex, Prince Archie, Princess Lilibet, they'll just be Harry and Meghan Windsor. And that changes everything. The fame, the opportunities, the million-dollar deals, they all come from the royal connection. Strip that away, and they become just another celebrity couple in California. Hollywood doesn't care about regulars, it cares about royalty. Without the titles, they lose the magnetism, the influence, the mystique. The harsh truth? Los Angeles is brutal. It forgets fast. And once the royal glow fades, the invites dry up, the cameras move on, and the spotlight shifts to someone newer, shinier. Harry knows it. That's why panic's setting in. He's quieter these days, less confident, almost haunted by the thought that he gave up something irreplaceable for freedom that doesn't even feel real. And William? He is not wasting a second on sentimentality. While Harry scrambles to fix what's broken, William's finalizing documents that could change royal history. His version of the monarchy is sleek, efficient, emotionless. A brand, not a family. He's not his father. He won't wait years hoping wounds heal. He'll remove the infection and move forward. And in his eyes, Harry and Meghan stopped being family long ago. They became a risk, a distraction, a liability. This isn't a brotherly feud anymore. It's business. And in business, emotion doesn't matter. William's building a monarchy that runs like a machine. Precise, unforgiving, unstoppable. Machines don't pause for tears. They don't slow down for regret. You're either in the system or you're out. And Harry? He made his choice. He's learning, painfully, what it really means to be the spare. Because the spare can always be replaced. So as his plane touches down in London, the question isn't whether Harry will get forgiveness. It's whether there's even a seat left for him in the royal family at all. The doors may open, but the hearts inside? They've already closed. And as William sharpens his vision of the future, one thing is certain. The monarchy he's building won't bend for family. It'll only bow to survival. Drop your thoughts in the comments. Can Harry still come back from this? Or has William already locked the door for good? Because from the looks of it, the Crown's new chapter has already begun, and Harry's not part of the story anymore. Part of the